Hello there. Thank you for joining me again today. So last time we went out and used the XP Go Terrain app in push mode. Well, this time we are back out in the field, only I'm going to be using auto mode today. And I'm going to show you why I think auto mode might be a better option based on your particular circumstances and ground conditions. So come and join me, let's get everything set up. I'll show you how easy it is to put it on the remote control and of course on your mobile device as well. Let's go and do some metal detecting in auto mode. So there's a couple of reasons why you might want to use Go Terrain in auto mode over push. And the first one is that you can just go out detecting without really having to think about it. The app will be working in the background, detecting every target that you come across and storing that information along your activity. That information will include, of course, the target identification number, and it really is the perfect option if you're on a field that isn't heavily polluted. You can get home at the end of the day and look at all of the data associated with your day's metal detecting. So let's get everything set up now for auto mode and we'll go out and show you just how easy it is. So in order to set the remote control up for operation with Go Terrain in auto mode, you just have to go into the options tab on the left hand side. Scroll down to where it says settings and then go all the way down until you can see Go Terrain. Just make sure that Go Terrain is in auto mode there, and then you can back out of the menu and get ready to set your mobile device up. So now that's done, you just need to go and open the Go Terrain app. Log in with your unique credentials, and now you just have to sync your coil to the application. You click the red icon up at the top right hand corner, search for your coil, scan your phone or a target over the coil, and your coil will come up. Once that's done, there is a few settings that you might want to customize for a better performance in auto mode. Firstly, target identification display is worth putting on, because this means every single target ID that you go over will be logged and tracked into your route. The next option is ferrous item display. This means that when you go over a ferrous iron object, it will leave a big black indicator on the map to show that that is ferrous. Next, you have number of sweeps. This means the amount of times that you run your coil over a certain target before it is saved into the app and onto your route. You can customize this to how you prefer, but I'm going to put this on 6. Now the duration in seconds is the time limit that you have to use those 6 sweeps going over the target. I'm going to set this to 5 seconds, and that means I have to swing my coil over the target 6 times within 5 seconds. It's worth playing around with this a little bit, but it can be a very, very powerful tool, so it's worth customizing it to how you prefer going to detect. So now that's done, you just need to go back to the main screen map. Go down the bottom where you see the cog icon. This is your settings tab. In here you can change a few more settings just to customize the actual experience that you're going to get. You can change the path line color. You can, if you want to, change the path line width. And you can also adjust the icon size. Another really great feature of this particular setting is that you can turn crossing of path lines on and off. This means the phone will send you a vibration alert if you cross one of your existing path lines. It's a really, really good feature, especially if you don't want to cover the same ground twice. And there we go. That's all the settings that we need to use on our phone ready to go. We've got the coil talking to the application, and we've adjusted how many sweeps that we would want to go over a target for it to be recorded. So let's go out in the field and use auto mode, but there's one thing left to do, and that's just to push that go button here in the right hand corner, and that's going to start our activity. So we've got a little target down here. It's coming up at about 83 as a target identification number. But let's just demonstrate how well the 6 sweeps per 5 seconds works on this little target, and let's see if it records it into the app. And there we go. it's come up on the app after 6 sweeps in 5 seconds. That's exactly as we set it previously before starting the activity in the settings. Now all we have to do is dig this out of the ground, and if it's something good, then we can take a picture of it, add some more details into the app, but if not, we can just move on, put the phone back in the pocket and carry on metal detecting. But let's see what this little one is. Well, look at that. We've just gone and found a really nice little lead shot bore here, and I think this is definitely going to be worth adding it into our activity with a few more bits of information. So let's go onto the app, go onto the target ID and add those bits in. So the easiest way to add information about this particular find into the app is to go along the bottom where you see targets. We have found 52 targets so far, so just click that number and all of the targets will come up in a list. The last target you found will always appear at the very top, so just click that one to open it up. What you'll see is all of the information that the machine has recorded about that particular find, but we can go and add some more information using the pencil icon in the top right hand corner. In here you can name the find, so I'm just going to put that this is a musket bore. And of course you can add an icon and change the icon size. This icon will appear on the actual activity route instead of the target identification number, but the target identification number will always be visible by clicking on more details in that particular find. So now all we need to do is go and take a nice picture of this one so that we can log it in, and if we ever need to show anyone or reference where we found this particular musket bore, we can just see it clearly in our activity in this particular field. So just in case you aren't quite sold yet, here's 2 tips why I think every time you go out metal detecting, you should be using the Go Terrain app as well. Sometimes when you're metal detecting, it's really difficult to make sure that you cover all of the ground. It's important to make sure that you don't miss any of the ground to maximise your find's potential. And today, as you can see, as much as I tried to keep a straight line, there were huge swathes of this field which I missed. However, one glance at the Go Terrain app, I was able to easily identify which parts I had missed, and then all I had to do was make sure that I go back and cover them. It was a good job I did, because I found 2 buttons and a coin, so it made going back over those patches really, really worthwhile, and I would never have known if I didn't use the Go Terrain app. And if you metal detect using the WS4 Lite or WS6 Master, or you have the DS2 but prefer to keep your remote control in your pocket so that you're using audio only, one of the great things about using Go Terrain is that every target ID will appear on your phone screen. So it's really handy if you're just using the headphones and you have no remote at all, because you can just look at your phone to confirm some of those target IDs. And don't forget, if you're running Go Terrain in the background, it's also going to be logging all of that data onto your activity as well. So sometimes using auto mode, you can go over the target a little bit more than 6 times in 5 seconds. And you can also repeat it, which will bring up the target identification number several times in that spot. There's nothing wrong with doing that, you just need to confirm it's a good target. And you can obviously delete all those other ones, just keeping the one if you want to. And that's really simple to do. You just have to go into your phone, click on your targets here at the bottom, and you can see you've got several targets with the same target ID number. All you need to do is just delete all of the ones with the same number, leaving the first one at the top. And to do that, just click on it, go to the trash icon in the top right hand corner and select delete. That way you're just going to be left with the one target that you found in the field, and it's going to clean up your route and activity a little bit for you as well. So a little bit of management goes a long way. So there's just a few reasons why you would want to use auto mode on Go Terrain as opposed to push. Push mode obviously means that you've got to push a button to record all of the target IDs. Auto mode will automatically just put them into the route and the activity for you, and it just means that you can go out metal detecting without having to constantly go onto your phone and actually input the targets in. It's completely mindless, just pop it in your pocket and you can go out and enjoy your day's metal detecting, and at the end stop your activity and have a look at all that wonderful data that the app has captured in there for you. So let's go ahead and push the stop button here in the lower right hand corner. It's going to come up and ask us if we're sure, and then it will ask us what we want to name our activity. I'm quite happy with today's date, but it will ask us if we want to synchronize this activity to the cloud. Always make sure that box is ticked, and that way you will always have access to this activity regardless of whether you change or lose your phone. So let's just click done and save this activity in. Now sometimes, depending on the amount of targets that you have found and the amount of data that it has to sync, this can take some time. It does help that you have a good signal on your mobile device so that syncing to the cloud can be a nice, smooth and easy process. Once that's complete, it will take you back to the home page, which is the map. And if you want to view the activity from today, all you have to do is go to the menu icon at the top, select Activities, and then go to today's date and click that. You'll notice all the information, including the route that we've taken, has come up, and it's here that you can show all of the targets that you found that day. You can even go back and continue the activity at any stage that you like, and if you want to, you can even share this data with your friends. And there we go. Using GoTerrain really is quick, simple and easy. Whether you choose to use GoTerrain in push or auto mode, I'll leave down to you. But my advice is that if you're going to use auto mode, try not to use it in heavily polluted ground. So there we are. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I will see